Hello and welcome back to my channel. It is now Wednesday of week 47 of my becoming an artist journey. The closer that I get to the year mark, the harder it is for me to remember which week it is, but I am trying my best. Let's get into the inspiration stuff. So first off, as far as books go, so I have finished Treachery of Swans. I would probably rate this like 3.5 out of 5. It was less romantasy than I thought it was gonna be based on the fact that it was recommended to me online. It was also more appropriate for, it was also more YA appropriate for a YA book. A lot of stuff that I've been recommended online isn't. Overall, I would say the ending fell kind of flat, but it was entertaining. I am overflowing with books right now. I'm doing a very bad job of reading. So I do have a Magic Steeped in Poison. I'll put it here or here. I don't know if I'm gonna get to it because this came in for me at the library. This came in for me at the library. These are both by Kingfisher. I still have The Raven Scholar to read, which I bought. And then this also came in, which is going to be my book club read with 2 of my old coworkers, which is going to be super fun, but is a lot for someone who is not reading. I also have Wolfworm on its way, which I pre-ordered. This is a new T. Kingfisher book, and I don't know when it's all gonna get read. I will obviously be prioritizing the ones I got from the library because these are gonna have to go back. Games, back into Truck Simulator. So that is what it is. And then artists, I did just buy a poster from OneMegaWatt, who's a new artist that was at a con nearby. Never heard of them. Their stuff is all super cute and super good. So that would be my like artist shout out of the week. As far as school goes, I have gotten myself in a bit of a conundrum because I still have a ton of assignments to finish before term 3. I'm not gonna finish term 3 by the end of Q1 like my goal was. I'm just gonna keep doing my best. I need to do 5 clothing studies of a video game, and you guys on Instagram helped me out so much. You gave me your favorite characters. So I'm gonna draw some of those. And I really should just be doing these as like really clean sketches, but I can't help myself. I'm thinking about future me who wants to go to a con, who needs to have some fan art stuff. And I kind of wanna just go all out on these, which is a terrible idea, but I think I'm gonna end up doing that. My goal today is to get started on those. We will see how that goes. So this is what I'm currently working through. I have this from the library, so I need to read this first. This is going to be my first book club book with a couple of my old coworkers. This I got from a warehouse sale for really cheap, and it's on my list, but I'll get to it eventually. And then this, I went against my rules and pre-ordered because 1, it was a special edition copy. 2, it was a signed copy and I'm really excited about it. So I kind of just bit the bullet and bought it, even though that is against my rules for myself. Hey, hello, hi, it's voiceover Emily here. So I wanted to get started on my clothing studies and I had some ideas, but I was feeling a little rusty. So I just started doing some gesture studies, some like really loose sketches until one spoke to me. This one is the one that did. I'm giving you 3 seconds to guess who this is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put it in the comments. Okay, you're out of time. This is Moros, the son of Nyx from Hades 2. Hades 2 characters were suggested to me. I saw this guy with these antlers and this drapey hair that goes over the antlers, and I was sold. Now, I made a huge mistake and I got into the sketching and the colors, and then I accidentally merged my layers. So unfortunately, the line art does not get any better than this. And that kneecapped me. Unfortunately, I kneecapped myself because I would have liked to have done better line art or no line art and gone for a more painterly look. But I kind of just went with it. I was very limited in how far I could go without it looking rough, because it kind of is always gonna look rough. I really liked how the promotional art had this like neon green rim light, so I definitely wanted to play into that. I don't think I had a good enough plan, so I started putting the rim light in way too early, but I was excited about it, and sometimes that's just the way it is. And then I spent so much time trying to fiddle and clean the lines up, and it's not gonna happen. It would take so much longer because I didn't do it right. And it's fine. So in the end, I'm not super happy with this one, but I think that I'm only not happy with this one now because I know that there's one of the 5 that I'm really happy with, and suddenly that makes this one look worse in comparison. But this one, it was fine overall. I do think that I didn't have my values figured out, so then I got to this point and started panicking. And so I just put another rim light in a completely different color, thinking that that would fix it, and that does not fix it, but it's too late now. That's the choice that I made. I was just so excited about these like neon rim lights that I just let the rest of the piece be just okay. And I do think that with that in mind and knowing all of the troubles, I do think it turned out okay. I might have to make this, if I do make this into a sticker of any kind, I'm gonna have to make it a mini sticker because it's just so shaky. And then I decided I wanted some sort of border around him, and I could not decide on a size. I decided I wanted it to be leaves. I don't know anything about this character, and I'm sure that that's probably not a viable thing, but I already made the choice. I was kind of thinking about like olive branches, and I ended up flipping them upside down for some reason, thinking that it would look better. Don't worry, I do all of this work to get the shape just right, and then I flip it back right side up later. But now I'm trying to draw some branches in, and I kind of wanted them to be neutral and flat and not too crazy because I didn't want them to take away from the drawing, but I did want them to be there and kind of flit in and out in front of and behind the character. I'm adding my little olives in. I don't really know why I chose olives. I couldn't tell you, man. This one was really just all over the place. So I did all this work to get the shape behind him to be right. I added like a little bit of a gradient. I did this whole masking thing so that stuff would be behind him and in front of him. I did all of this only to decide that I didn't like that they were upside down. I added like a little bit of a fog so that it wasn't so dark at the bottom and it was a little bit misty. And yeah, so I got here. I adjusted the colors a little bit to try to make them marry a little bit better together, added a few little finishing details, but I do think it was worth it in the end because I like it with the leaves going upward better than downward. Okay, here you go. So on the left is how it was with the leaves down, and it is more of a cool arrowhead shape, but then the right is with the leaves up, and I do think it ends up looking better. So that was the first one. And then we went back to anatomy. And I was following along with the video on the different parts of the muscles, and I was really struggling with it, honestly. The male of my examples from TrueRef, go look up TrueRef if you want references. They have great references. My references from TrueRef, the guy was like really muscular and the girl was like fit, but you know, he was like jacked. So it was so much easier to see muscle forms on him, and I think that his turned out better. So I filled in kind of a meat color, and then I colored in with a little bit lighter color to kind of show what direction the muscle fibers go. And yeah, just trying to figure out the shape of the shoulders. I don't know. I don't know how to voice over this section, man. I just tried to learn where all the muscle parts go, and I can't even tell you with certainty what all of them are called. It is still kind of a mystery to me. So yeah, I'm just gonna put some music on and you guys can chill out while I do the rest of the anatomy stuff. I'll be right back. I do actually think that the anatomy stuff's the last stuff I do this week. So in my next video, I'm gonna start my next study. I'm also going to do probably more of these anatomy studies because as you can see, I had a lot of trouble with them. And yeah, unfortunately, the next of these clothing studies is my least favorite of the bunch, but you'll see why, and we will figure that out together. I hope you're having a lovely day, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are, and I will see you next time. Bye.